Welcome to the grand finals for the World Championship 2025. Today we're actually going to be having Vanquished Soul versus Lunalight for you, and this is actually such a out of left field matchup. Sky Striker almost had a chance to be here, but instead you're getting Lunalights versus Vanquished Soul K9, and both of these duelists are absolutely amazing challenges. So you're going to see dear old Rosin coming down. Losing that dice roll for Lunalight has been their job today throughout the grand course of this event, which has been really sad. So Rosin resolving, you're going to see Molcharmy coming down here, and you're going to see it met with an Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. We do not want that resolving, especially, giving our opponent, the Lunalight player, a lot of advantage. Rock the Vanquisher rotating in to grab back our Vanquish Soul monster, which is going to be absolutely strong here, while we capitalize on, oh no, here comes the K9 cards, especially now that your opponent's fired a monster. Now Azuna's going to get the chance to go off, and this is where things start to get very devastating. Lupus coming down, and it is free rank 5 access all day long. So this is where the Ripper comes down. We can bridge into another engine if we need to here. Alright, just confirming what we're going to do here. Go ahead and detach Azuna. Interesting that they left the Lupus under there. We're going to go ahead and recur, and we get the Case of the K9, or the K9 rank up spell set there. You're going to see down comes Holy Sue. Oh boy. Revealing the two. This is going to start to get pretty absurd pretty quick here. This is why the K9 package and Vanquish will just work so good together. That level 5 synergy. Oh my gosh, we're getting Dr. Madlove into field spell. How much more gas do you want to have this early in the game here to be generating? Because, alright, we're going to go ahead. Heavy Borger bounce back. I love free draw power, don't you? Go ahead and reveal the Joe Cool here. This is going to go ahead and get us another free draw on top of it. We should be getting the trap card here during the end phase if we don't already have it in our hand, which would be a real darn shame if we actually did, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it. Tends to be the way that this works out in a lot of situations. So we do get our draw card here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and Joe Cool down Joe Cool. Alright, which goes ahead and gets us into another search here. I'll go ahead and grab the lantern. We are running out of space. Sometimes, you just fill this field up with incredibly large amounts of stuff, and then it goes ahead and it appears we're hitting end phase here. Nope, we're grabbing the Kaiser Varius. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, do the quick overlay here. What other rank 5 do we got? Dash Knight? Okay. Paradise Smasher's banned for this format, so one hand trap tends to turn all this on. But now you have to out this incredible field. Oh, we're just going to go ahead and rank up here. Oh, no. Well, go ahead and spin on in. There's the shortcut, making the Masquerade. All right. Hey, you know what? It just proves how good a hand rip, burning from the opponent. So you hit end phase here. You get the trap card set up. You're established now. You've done everything that your deck does. This is why Vanquish Soul is such an incredibly powerful deck. Look at this field. You've got the board wipe now. Coming down across the table here, we do see Tenki. I mean, this is like the least threatening Tenki I've ever seen in my life. Just like, okay, yeah, we can draw more cards. We got the Masquerade Burn. We got the Rock Extender. Oh, we're just going to go ahead, rank up straight off the bat to shatter the Tenki. Wow. We see the concession. Wow. Well, I guess we're just going to game 2. That was crazy. That was so simple, too. That's why I said Vanquish Soul K9 is that deck that you just see crazy things like this just happening. Now, Lunalight has got to do some crazy stuff here. Lunalight, obviously, the big towers monsters are crazy. We see the Foolish Barrel Goods coming down here. And we're going to see the Shifter. Wow. That is one of the most insane Yu-Gi-Oh cards ever printed, especially against a graveyard deck like this. You automatically are going to lose whatever you're going to Foolish Real Good. So now you maybe pivot into dumping something that you don't want to lose. I mean, that actually is such a bad thing, but Well, you do what you got to do. You see the Serenade dance going away there, which is just the unfortunate result of what just happened. And then you see a set 3 here. That is the tale of playing Lunalights, everybody. Unfortunately, you just tend to lose your starter package. And then we see a draw pass here. That's crazy. What? You might have had Shifter, but okay. We're going to see Joe Cool with Joe Cool. That's a start. We're going to see Black Goat Laughs calming down here. Okay. As you did see, we did have that passive 1 turn there, which, I guess has put us back in the game. Having Black Goat, okay, we're going to Foolish Burial here. Hey man, we have 1 goods, we have 1 burial. I think we can actually play the game now, which is exactly what you want to be seeing. So what starter do we drop down here based on this? Okay, Silver Hound is probably the best. We're going to see a Fua coming down. Yeah, we're going to see an Ash coming down to check that. Well, I guess Slow and Steady just wins the race here. So we do see our Gold Leo coming down here. We got to get an attempt to start up this engine somehow. This is very unfortunate. Okay, there's Kaleido. So this is where Kaleido, when we get this into... Oh my gosh, that's a Perulia too? Well, I mean... There's a reason why the Vanquish Soul player wasn't playing cards. It's the oops, all hand traps hand, it appears. So down comes the Kaleido. They're going to go ahead and try to sculpt into something here. We got to make sure... Okay, we're going to see a Zuna leaping into action here too. All right, well, this will get us into a Lupus, which will get us into some sort of form of interruption. We're going to see the Black Goat Laughs. We'll go ahead firing that off here. So now we can go ahead and Kaleido dump down. All right, we see the Yellow Martin doing its job here. Gold Leo. All right, Yellow Martin, welcome back, Yellow. You've been such a troublesome card for years. So we have access to a rank 4 now. We've got more immediate access. Okay, we're just going to fire a rank 4 here. Makes sense. Tiger King to go ahead and get a Tinky into rotation, which gives us the extra starter power. Also, this can negate fields, if I recall. Not like it really matters right now, but it is an interaction that the card actually can do for its age. All right, so continuing on here, we're going to get our Tenki loaded on up. We're going to go ahead and get our free search off of the Tenki just to make sure we are going. All right, Black Sheep is such a good card right now, especially, searching for polymerization, the recurability off of it too. Here comes the Tiger King effect, the thing that you don't get to see all that often. But it does come up. All right, I'm getting the polymerization here. And we have the scale. Oh, no. Here comes the rotation. The thing that we tend to fear most about this once this deck gets going. All right, so now you get to start seeing the pieces spinning around here. Oh, this is so good. Oh, we're going to Space Rock here. Okay, so actually cracking this field here, you're going to give your opponent a pretty beefy token. Oh my gosh, the book! Protecting the field. So the nib is not a problem. We'll go ahead and see the poly here. Resolving to get us the new Lunalight fusion. Stacking up our effects here so we can go ahead and do our thing. We'll go ahead and get the perfume here. We get a poly value. And we've gone to the races, everybody. This is exactly what I want to see. Perfume reviving here. We'll go ahead and Kaleido dump. And then the boss monster should be starting to come. Here comes the perfume. We'll go ahead and get the... boy, here comes the broken card that allows us to banish from the graveyard to do the fusion, which just is going to crack this field wide open. You see the placement of that, and then here comes the banishing. This is the scary part, and it's landed. Vanquish Soul does not like this card at all. There's the send, and then just the bonk, and then game 3. Yeah, once that boss monster lands, there is no going back. It's so incredibly crazy to see how strong that Lunalight fusion is. Now, we're in game 3 here. You see Vanquish Soul K9. gets the opportunity to start. We're going to see the classic Holy Sue coming down here, which is why this deck is broken. And we have Stake Your Soul with the Mad Love. Oh boy, talk about the advantage tree beginning. Here comes a Borger popping out. You may as well start to get some free draw power, right? There is absolutely no reason not to. So, Holy Sue, go ahead and getting the reveals here to get our special summon into play. Alright, well, are we going to have a response here, or are we resolving? Oh, we are resolving. Okay. I mean, hey, free advantage. Let's just start spinning this. Do we grab Razin? We already got the Borger in play. Oh, we're going to go for Julien. Huh. This is such a weird hand. Okay, we have Case of the King. Okay, how much more gas can you have here, man? We'll go ahead and grab the Joe Cool. Oh my gosh, do we have more? Oops, all rank 5s. Here comes the Mad Love, which will get us into Field Spell. We're still only on 4 summons, so, I mean, if you're broadcasting very loud and clear, I guess you make the Ripper on the 5th here, just to go to town and try to do something, but go ahead and grabbing up another Julien. This is a lot of rank 5s that we're going to be able to build here, especially depending on, well, double fire reveal. You know, it's such an odd thing that actually works, but this will bridge us into some extra little advantage, I suppose, to help us out. Okay, ooh, we're just going to grab the trap here. We'll go ahead and overlay. So this is where we're making Ripper and Nashonite here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and make the Ripper to insulate us from any sort of problems that might come up. This is exactly the kind of stuff you do want to see. The Lantern coming down here as well. Alright, so we'll go ahead and rotate Mad Love. I'll go ahead and get Rock the Vanquisher up and running. Exactly what you want to be seeing here. Alright, go ahead, extend down with Joe Cool and the extra Julien that we just got off of that. Seems so good here. See, the crazy thing is, we're at 2 times speed here. It takes so long to build a field with Vanquishal. Like, it's so impressive to see how long that this deck just takes to build. But honestly, you know, you've got the advantage tree going here. You know, it's going. So just verifying everything that we do know. So much advantage that we know. That's crazy. So we're going to go ahead, and this is where we make the Nashonite, our only other like rank 5 access we got. And we're just going to go ahead and immediately spin this on in to the big old chonkers. There is Masquerade, good old C104. So this is actually really cool because we get to pop the Case of the Canine to get the rank up spell pulled out of the deck. It's one of the more interesting interactions that a lot of people just kind of forget Case of the Canine does. It's that free setup that's good. We've got the Borger for draw power now. We've got the Ripper for anti-hand traps. You're as good to go here as you need to be seeing. This is the field. All right. So can Lunalights crack this? Do they have some sort? We are on 6 in hand too. Holy crap! That's nuts. You know, we deploy off of the rock here. We have the ability to Masquerade, ping, and, you know, get things out of the opponent's hand. We have the Ripper, so we're going to see... Oh, we drew the Mulch Army for a turn. That's so sad. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and Foolish Burial here, just to go ahead and get the immediate value going. Alright. Absolutely no reason to not fire this here, especially since you know, go ahead and drop down Martin. Alright. Hey, look. Is that an interaction point for the opponent? So we've got Martin in rotation now. So we are letting this resolve. Okay. So what do we do? Oh, we're going to grab the Lunalight Fusion. So this is where this card is cracked, man. Lunalight Fusion allowing you... Oh, we're going to see the Droll and Lockbird coming down. Oh, okay. Well, even now, I guess Droll continues to plague a multitude of these formats, because even here, Droll and Lockbird is going to be a pain in the butt. Absolutely, sure. I love it. All right. So what can we do from here? Because we've already got all of the gas established. All right. So we have the Lunalight Fusion, just verifying what it does here, because this card is by far absolutely bonkers at what it does. So do we do something about this, or are we going to let this resolve? Because if this card actually starts to do things, it's going to get very, very bad very, very quickly. A lot of verifying here on this Lunalight Fusion. So we'll go ahead and we're sending the Hound, which is good. I guess we're verifying what we want to send from the extra deck here. Because you do get one here. I can't, or are we dumping from the deck? Well, I mean, you do get one key piece here. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, is that the Emerald Bird? Okay, we're going to go ahead and actually make the perfume here so we can get the searches loaded up into rotation, which is good. You do see the stack up here of effects, so we can go ahead and do what we need to. Yeah, you really got to think, because that Duel and Lockbird is really ruining your day right now. There's not a lot that you can do now that you're being punished by that. So, especially since, you know, ooh, okay, we got the Ripper coming down. We don't want to let anything, you know, bad come out of that, which is very, very true. You got to limit those forms of interactions that you can get here. I also don't know what our opponent's supposed to do here, man. Like, Duel and Lockbird cuts us off. Oh, we have the Tiger coming out. Okay. So, this is the first time you get to see Tiger actually do its monster effect here, which is a little bit interesting. I feel like at this stage, it's just more of a little interaction. So we're just verifying what's in the graveyard here. There's not a lot, I think, that you have left, but it's something. Just verifying the perfume here as well. I'm telling you, you're under Duel. You're not doing anything. Oh, we're going to go ahead and fire the Masquerade here, which gets us the random ping. We ping our opponent down to 4,000, which automatically just clears. There's the Dice Roll Fate. We get the Heavy Poly. Oh my god, that's so, well, I mean, I guess that's fine. You know, we're now at 4,000. The Heavy Poly's invalidated. There's not much that you can work with now with that. That actually would have been a great card. Okay, we see the bounce. We also see the rank up here. Smashing through that. We don't want to deal with that. Absolutely taking care of any problems that are going to come with that. We see the attempt to spin here, and then the reveal of the hand, ripping out the perfume. We do have a thrust, which we can't really do anything with but set, but that's fine. Go ahead, get the Emerald back into rotation, and this is it, man. There's not much that you can do here. All right, we see a Holy Sue. Oh my gosh, and the concession. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.